Yeah, good evening, students. Today we are going to discuss about the first unit of this 11th chemistry, which is very important for your NEET exam. So in this, from this, you will be getting two questions, right? Two questions. So if you see this one, there's some basic concepts of chemistry. इसमें आपको यहाँ से कहाँ से शुरू करना है? यहाँ if you see these are there, yeah. But these are not important. You have to focus mainly from this loss of what do you call chemical combination. Loss of chemical combinations are very important. So first one, if you see law of conservation of mass, this was given by Anthony Leveseur. So according to this, matter can be neither created nor destroyed. So this is known as law of conservation of mass. Next comes the law of definite proportions. If you see law of definite proportions, this was given by Joseph Prost, and the statement is, you can see here, it stated that a given compound always contains exactly the same proportion of elements by weight. Okay, so he worked on the compound cupric carbonate, right? Now it is also called law of definite composition. Next, law of multiple proportions was proposed by Dalton. So based on this, if two elements can combine to form more than one compound, the mass of one element that combine with the fixed mass of the other element are in the ratio of small whole numbers, right? Next, Gay-Lussac law. Gay-Lussac law, this one, when gases combine, or you can say, or produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in a simple ratio by volume, provided all gases are at the same temperature and pressure. So this was given by Gay-Lussac. Next comes the Avogadro's law. So your Avogadro's law statement is that equal volumes of gas at the same temperature and pressure should contain equal number of molecules. So as you know, Avogadro made a distinction between the atoms and molecules, right? So you'll be knowing atoms and molecules. We can say molecules can be diatomic, triatomic, or polyatomic, right? So this was Avogadro's law. Next comes here from this. uh, बच्चों, आप ये यूनिट से आपको दो क्वेश्चंस पूछा जाएगा. Very easily you can answer these questions, and these are very important. If you see the previous papers also, uh, you can depend on this chapter. Why? Because you can easily score two questions from this one. Okay, from this you will be asked two questions. Now is here, this time we can expect the question Dalton's atomic theory. So here you see, so this Dalton atomic theory, it is atomio meaning indivisible. So this was given by the Dalton. Okay, matter consists of indivisible atoms. All atoms of a given element have identical properties, including identical mass. Atoms of different elements differ in mass, right? Of different elements differ in mass. Compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. Now, chemical reactions involve reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in chemical reaction. या बच्चों, आप एक बार ये देख लीजिए. ये क्वेश्चन जो है ये पूछा गया है लास्ट 2025 में पूछा गया है. कौन सा है? एक ये देखो एक बार. Dalton theory couldn't explain. That question was that one there, the Gay-Lussac law. Here you see it. The Dalton theory could explain the laws of chemical combinations. However, it could not explain the law of gaseous volumes. Okay, so it couldn't explain the gaseous volume. This was a last year question. See, for like this also they are asking one bit, and second bit they were asked on number in which of the molecules number of atoms are more number of atoms are present, like that they will ask. So here atomic mass, you will be knowing the atomic mass and the concept of isotopes, right? So here AMU, atomic mass unit, one atomic mass unit. The value here you can see here, you can note down the one atomic mass unit here. It is you can say here 1.6736 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams or minus 27 kilograms. Okay, so this can be called as one atomic mass unit. Okay, now this can also be represented by small u. Okay, they'll ask, they'll give the four compounds in which of the following molecules more number of atoms are present, right? Like that they'll frame the questions. So average atomic mass, these questions uh, are not important, but we'll see some more in this mole concept. Okay, mole concept and molar masses. Okay, so these percentage composition. Okay, these are very very important. They may ask one more question on this, and this expressing concentration and limiting reagent also very important. Here you see um, 1 mole of CH4 reacts with 2 moles of O2 to give 1 mole of CO2 and 2 moles of H2O. So like this, they may be asking stoichiometry questions also. So a limiting reagent is also very very important. So what is limiting reagent? Your limiting reagent is, suppose say, if two or more reactants are participating, the reactant which gets consumed first limits the that amount of product formed. Hence, it is called limiting reagent. So in the reaction, more than usually two or more than two reactants will be there. So the reactant which is consumed first limits the amount of product formed. That is, hence it is called limiting reagent. Okay. So these are the question, and we'll see this mass percentage, mole fraction, molality. These also very very important. Okay. Now from this unit, you will be asked how many questions? You will be asked two questions. You will be asked two. The two questions will be asked from the some basic concepts in chemistry. Okay. Now, yeah, these are there. That is a percentage, mole fraction, but we'll see some important notes regarding this. So this is your molarity. So once they have asked this one also, you see here. That's why reading in between lines also very very important. You see here, this question was asked in 2020 NEET exam. So here is here. So this is regarding about molality. Now here often chemistry laboratories a solution is of a desired concentration prepared by diluting solution known as higher concentration. The solution of higher concentration is also known as stock solution. Stock solution. Here, the molality of a solution does not change with temperature since mass remains unaffected with temperature. So this bit also asked the previous NEET exam. Okay. Now, for better understanding, we will see some important topics now. So these are the topics uh, of further these continuation to this some basic concepts of chemistry. So your atomic weight, molecular weight. So just now we have seen AMU. What is the meaning of AMU? Okay, just now we have seen 1.67 10 to the power minus 27 grams. So they may be asking like these questions. So they will give Avogadro number, as you know, 6.023 10 to the power 23. Now you see, we just go through this. Here, so here number of hydrogen atoms, 1 gram of hydrogen means 6.023 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atoms. Like this examples are 1 gram molecule of CH4 means 16 grams. 16 gram means 6.023 10 to the power 23 CH4 molecules, right? So Avogadro, the reciprocal of Avogadro number is called Avogadro, right? That is 1.6 into the power minus 24. Now this mole concept, this you will be knowing. Now, so this particularly they are asking one theoretical question and one uh, just they are asking which of the following molecule more number of atoms are present. Okay, like that they are asking. Now a gram molar volume. So like this, you will be knowing STP NTP conditions. So it will be occupying 22.4 liters, right? Number of use here, number of moles. How can we calculate the number of moles? Number of gram atoms, number of gram molecules, number of atoms, the formula, number of molecules, number of gram molecules into Na. So number of atoms in an element is in a compound can be given with the formula this one, right? Now, if you say also this weight of single atom, how to calculate the weight of single atom and weight of single molecule. Okay, so like this we are going to just you go through this one and take a screenshot and just go through this one. So here we'll be focusing on the remaining topics. So here, so like this way, percentage of weight of an element in a compound also can be calculated by the formula like this: atomicity of the element into the compound, atomic weight of the element into 100 divided by molecular weight of the compound will give the weight percentage of element in a compound. Okay, like this we are going to solve. Now molecular formula, empirical formula. So like this, molecular weight by equivalent empirical formula weight will give the n value. Okay, so like this we are going to solve these type of problems. Next, this one is also very important. The Loschmidt number of particles present in 1 cubic centimeter of gas at STP is called Loschmidt number. So this is a value, and here it is a Dulong-Petit law. Specific heat of an element into atomic weight will be equal to 6.4. Now here comes the another important topic from this some basic concepts in chemistry. Here comes this part, solutions. So here they have given the expressing concentration by different methods. Now here we can express uh, weight percentage. Percentage can be, percentage method can be weight by weight percentage, or weight by volume percentage, or volume by volume percentage. Now if you see here, there is a weight by weight percentage, temperature independent, right? So these are formula. So like this you have to focus on this one also. Next comes the volume by volume percentage. Now volume by volume percentage. So these are the formula. Okay, just you go through this one. Now next comes the weight by volume percentage. Weight by volume percentage, that is a weight of the solute by weight of the solute in grams by volume of the solution in milliliters into 100, since it is a percentage. Next comes the molarity. Now you see your molarity formula. So just you go through the molarity formula. So these are the very important formula. Now here till now you'll be knowing these formula, but here onwards very important. Just to focus here onwards, here onwards. So this one molarity formula. So molarity formula. So this one, particularly this formula. Okay. Now next comes this molarity equal to your this one. Just to go through number of moles of solute can be given by. Now we'll be calculating like this. That in the titration we are going in to use M1V1 equal to M2V2. That is so volume of water added can be how to calculate. Okay, so like this we are going to calculate. Now suppose if two or more similar that means same solutions are added, the resultant molarity can be given by M1V1 plus M2V2 plus dash divided by V1 plus V2 plus V3 dash. Okay, so like this we are going to calculate. Next comes the normality. So normality also, this one is also now this for the titration, acid base titrations also we are going to use M1V1 by N1 equal to M2V2 by into this formula. Next, normality formula. This one is also very, very important. Just you go through, you'll be knowing all this. Just you focus on the later these important formula like this one, this one. Okay. So like this purity of sample. Now normality. Now normality is a temperature dependent, right? Number of gram equivalents. Dilution principle. In one way we are going to use N1V1 equal to V2. So again we are going to use, so either two acids or two bases are used. We are going to add, right? Now suppose yeah, suppose if you are mixing the solution, we are going to use acids and bases like that based on the um, strength, that is value in that is NV value. We will be taking that one as the first one, so that we will be taking the formula like this. Okay. Now relation between molarity and normality. Now this one is also very important. So molarity into molecular weight equal to normality into gram equivalent weight. Okay, this is a relation between molarity and normality. This one is also very, very important, right? Next comes molality. So this is also very, very important. Molality is a very, very important one. So as you know this formula, so up to here you will be knowing. So here it is just temperature independent. This was asked. Okay. Now here this formula you will be knowing. Okay. This is a molality. Now if you see the relation between molality and molality, this is a molality. So molality equal to m into 1000 divided by density into 1000 minus molarity into gram molecular weight. So that is a molality and relation between molality and molarity. So mole fraction. This we will be knowing. This is simple only, but here you have to focus mainly on here. So now relation between molarity and mole fraction. Molality and mole fraction. So like these three you have to remember. Very, very important. So like this, so these are, you have to focus on these, right? Just you focus on the this expressing concentration, that is a percentage method, molarity, normality, molality, and mole fraction, and relationship between molarity and normality, and the molality and mole fraction, right? And also this the laws of chemical combination. Okay. So next to Dalton atomic theory. Next you can write that atomic mass unit. They'll be asking the number of in which of the molecule the more number of atoms are present, or molecules are present, or electrons are present.